And it's just got that certain something about it. It's in the middle of nowhere, sea at the back of you, hills at the side, the lock at the other end. It's pretty. It's a pretty place to be. I bought it because I wanted to get a clock. Initially, that's how it all started, and the clock's in the office there. I was shown round by Den Morgan, and he showed me into the dairy part. This is when I came to look at the clock, and I said, this would make a nice brewery. It was all painted white everywhere, and he said, it's going to be for sale at some point. Are you interested? I said, I'm not interested. No, I've got a job. I'm happy doing what I'm doing. And then eventually, when I didn't have a job somewhere else, I ended up coming to look at these buildings with a view to buying the entire place. So it's probably the most expensive clock in Orkney, I would imagine.
At the moment, we're doing around about 7,000 litres a week, which if you convert it to pints, I guess that's about 14,000 pints a week. In the scale of breweries, whether that's Scottish breweries or UK breweries, we're pretty small, yeah. But at the same time, we're relatively established. I mean, there's a lot of guys that have come along after us who've grown a lot quicker. That's obviously been their plan from the outset. Ours has been more organic, and over the last 10, 11 years, we've worked up to where we are now.
We're not aggressive in our marketing, we never have been. This new build that's coming off now, we're going to have to become a little bit more aggressive.
The main feature of the development is going to be these three arches that are in the courtyard.
It gives us scope to do that because we're going to have a lot more space, a lot more new equipment coming in, and we can get the beer everywhere then, whereas now we're just ticking along. It's mainly been fun for me, basically, but it's becoming a proper business now.
Our project is first and foremost production-led. We want to make slightly more beer. We're not going to double our capacity, but we'll add to it considerably. We'll make beer better, hopefully, and we'll be able to take people into the brewery and into the sort of a tap room as well, where we'll have the Swannay beers on at a really good standard.
Kitchen and toilets where you're standing right now, right there. There's going to be a henge bar here, big stone column, big stone standing stones going up here with dry stone wall around the middle of it, and a nice marble top on it or a black slate top. A lot of it's been demolished. The big shed that the brewing plant's in here now, that's all going to go. It's all going to be replaced with steel frame, a lot of tin, a lot of glass, and then we're going to keep as much of the stone as we can, sandblast all that back, and then pick and point it, and just raise the place completely. And then we can get the public in as well. We're going to have a wee tea room in the front, a gallery and things, a shop for the beer, which is currently in the office. The girls will get some peace and quiet because it'll be moved into a proper space, proper retail space, rather than being in amongst all the desks.
It is going to be a lot of work. It has been a lot of work to get here, to be honest, but to use the cliche, I guess the real work starts now, because we have to keep on making beer while we're overhauling our whole production space. It's going to be a lot of liaising with the builders and the electricians and the plumbers to try and not have any extended periods where we can't make beer. Our projections rely on us always having beer coming out the archway.